Hi, my name is Joanna again, aka Rare Chef. I have a today we're going to be making crepes, and so I'm going to start off by mixing in the dry ingredients, which are the flour. This is a cup of flour, and put that in, and then we have a tablespoon of allulose. Allulose is a sugar replacement. It's one of the newer ones. It is plant-based, and I believe it's made from dates is what it said. But it is also supposed to be diabetic friendly, and it is, so they say, no calories. The only one I've ever seen with no calories. How they do that, I don't know. Okay. Then, let's see if I can get that out. Yeah, good enough. And then I have half a teaspoon of salt. To that, we are adding in, let's see, cup and a half of milk. This is a 2% milk. I don't normally use real milk, but somebody gave it to me, so it's free, and so why not? 2 eggs. These are the cage-free eggs that you get from Safeway. They're liquid eggs. I don't get whole eggs because they crack and break in the store or on the way home, and so they turn this way anyway. So I just figure, well, why not just do it this way? So this is half a cup of the liquid egg mixture, or 2 large eggs. And 2 tablespoons of butter. This is melted butter. Mix that up. So that's the one ingredient I didn't have measured out, but it is a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And so this is the vanilla paste that I'm using. I normally use a powdered vanilla that is the scrapings from the vanilla bean. It's a little bit more expensive that way, but worth it, because I'm not a huge fan of the alcohol that comes in the extracts. Okay. But this is better than extract, so it's okay. Gotta lower this down and mix it up a little bit again. more mixed. And nothing else required. So let's see what we got. So it allows me to check the bottom of the thing to see that not all the flour is sticking to the bottom too. Okay, that should be good. Okay. So I'm going to stop the camera for a second and we will be back on for frying the batter. I heated the frying pan up a little just so it it was ready to go. But basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add in the crepe mixture. And I just have a soup ladle here. So and we'll spread that around. So it's working much better than it did the first time. I might want to add in one more. So, lesson learned: do not overuse the flour. Like I said, this should be at about heavy cream status. That's why we want this. I do want to keep the plate nearby because we're going to need it pretty soon here. But we're going to have to flip this crepe. So, in the dishwasher, get a spatula. And we're waiting for the crepe to get dry. I said the pan to get dry because we will need more butter, so that's another thing you're going to want to keep handy because you got to grease in between. So this first one is probably going to take a little bit longer, but we'll give it some time here. Good already. It's forming over here. So I got it one side, but not on the other. Sure, I don't burn it all the way. So it's partially cooked. So I'm going to move it over a little. And I'll give it a few more minutes before I try and flip it. That's what it's supposed to be like. These are supposed to be really thin. So crepes are supposed to be thin. That's why we don't add baking soda or any kind of a baking powder to it because we don't want it rising. Also, I think they might be good to flip now. Yep. Looking good. This is something I normally don't recommend doing, but I gotta keep that there. And it looks like it might break, but it's the first time, so I'm happy with this, how it's turning out. I'm gonna flip back, see what it's like on the other side. Oh, nice. Yeah, it broke, but it will. You go a little bit longer on the other side, so. Because this is kind of like was telling me it's cooked. So we don't want it that long on the other side once we flip it. Tastes good. Okay, see. Okay, round two. Okay, I'm gonna re-grease. You don't want a whole lot of butter, but you do need a little bit. That should do. There we go. Same kind of action with the butter, with the batter as we do with butter. So I'm gonna put 2 of these in, 2 ladles full, and we'll give it another try. So there's that. And that. Straighten that one out. Okay. And I'm going to stick a paper towel in between these two to keep them from sticking together. Okay, so now I have the crepes, and I'm gonna put them together here. Start off with lemon here. And just put some lemon juice in. This was probably the better of the two that turned out. The other ones, after I turned off the camera, did not turn out. Surprisingly, this is the first one. Which means I don't have a whole lot of patience to do this for when it keeps going. Or I just haven't learned it yet. But this stuff disintegrates into it, probably like regular sugar does it. You can put a lot on here, but because sugar tastes good with this isn't real sugar either, so this is called allulose again. So it's one of the newer artificial sweeteners. But I'm just gonna fill it up with strawberries here. I have a ton of them, and so and we'll just fold it up, and that'll be it. There's that. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar on the outside also. There. If you like the videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and thanks for your time.